Chapter 17. 3 Vaccines to Build Stronger Mental Immunity. There are times in our lives when we become sick at heart. We put up with cuts and scratches that we sustain in our daily lives, but when we get sick at heart, there are 2 causes: serious health problems or money problems. When people unexpectedly get diagnosed with cancer, or when failed businesses leave them in deep debt, they suffer from extreme stress and even mental illness. Now, however, we are exposed to these 2 biggest causes of mental sickness at once. Just the fear over getting the virus and dying from it is in itself nerve-wracking. But to it has been added a crumbling financial foundation. Everything that we've been doing up until now and the foundation of our livelihoods are suddenly crumbling, as if the ground is splitting and swallowing everything after being hit by an earthquake. This is a situation that leaves us most vulnerable to mental illness. In a recent survey, 7 out of 10 respondents answered that they experienced depression and anxiety caused by what is called the corona blues. What we need in this case is mental immunity. Immunity, or our body's power to fight disease, is not needed just for physical illnesses. We need immunity to save ourselves from mental illness. In the past, we had many options to turn to when we were depressed or sad. We could meet friends and talk, go to movies, or even have a getaway. Those little things were fun, while at the same time healing us. But now that they have been taken away from us, we are feeling all the more frustrated and lost. The hope that it will subside soon is also fading. Even with the arrival of the vaccines, it is certainly taking longer to be resolved than what most people would want or hope. Even those with an iron heart become vulnerable to despair and devastation, and they question themselves, "What have I done so far?" Now that you have to live with depression, anxiety, and heartache, you need more than just an ordinary heart. It is difficult to maintain the pre-coronavirus mindset post-coronavirus. If you want to make it through day after day with a smile, even a forced one, no matter how challenging the situation is, and remain unfazed in the face of change, no matter how unexpected, you must develop stronger mental immunity. I already have 57 years of experience in life, but even for me, this coronavirus crisis was not easy to take. I was devastated at the beginning of the crisis, even though I've never doubted my mental immunity and resilience for recovery. My mind kept leaning toward depression and anxiety, even though I didn't do anything. There is something I told myself whenever I found myself in this poor shape. When I think about it, this word could have been the vaccine for my heart. When you've got something that daunts you, fold it into half the size. This technology is not a big deal. I can master this in just a year, considering all my life experience. That's what I've told myself whenever I felt daunted by digital technology. I guess I must have said it to myself at least a dozen times a day. It is natural for anybody to feel intimidated when trying something new or going to a place for the first time. I am confident in almost all other parts of my life, but when I dipped my toe into the digital world, I found myself intimidated in spite of myself. The terms also horrified me because they were all English acronyms and newly coined words, which looked to me like an alien language,